Hello and good morning to you. Thanks for joining us on Daybreak Sports. I'm Boluwaji Ogumola. All right, let's kickstart this morning from the Nigerian National League, where second half goals from Jonathan Okechukwu and Mojida Adekunle were all Crown FC needed as they secure the second spot in the Southern Conference A to book a place in the Nigerian National League Super 8 playoffs. Okechukwu gave Crown FC the lead in the 49 minutes of the game with a brilliant close finish before Adekunle restored the lead with 15 minutes left to play in the game. Crown FC are now joined Wolves to book a playoff score ticket as the top two teams in the Conference A. Wolves playing at their home turf hammered Dakada FC 4-2, while Sporting Lagos and Solution FC settled for a 3-3 draw at the Oka City Stadium. The home victory was enough to see Wolves secure a ticket to the season-ending Super 8, built for later this month at a yet-to-be-determined venue. While other teams that have since booked their place in the Super 8 are Yobe Desert Stars, Wiki Tourist, Doma FC, Barua Football Club, and Kuma, the Khan Khalifa and Crown FC. And there you have all of the teams. Just one spot left to occupy. From the Nigerian National League, let's cross to the MPFL, where President Ahmed Tinubu will host the newly crowned MPFL champions, Ronaldo'S Stars, at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. The reception is expected to take place before the commencement of the 2025-2026 MPFL season. Well, renowned MPFL journalist Ojekiri Koje revealed on his X handle over the weekend that President Bola Tinubu is set to host the MPFL champions Ronaldo'S Stars at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. He confirmed that a memo requesting photo opportunities and handshakes for domestic league champion was actually sent to the president as far back as December 2024. And of course, you recall that Ronaldo'S Stars clinched the 2024-2025 MPFL title last month, marking a historic achievement for the Ikenne-based club alongside Rivers United. Ronaldo'S Stars will represent Nigeria in next season's CAF Champions League. Well, away from the Nigeria Premier Football League this morning, let me take you back to Friday, when Nigeria's Super Eagles came from behind to secure a 1-1 draw against Russia in an international friendly game decided in Moscow last Friday. The match took place at the iconic Luzhniki Stadium on Friday evening. Now, the host, as Russia, took the lead just before the half-hour mark through an own goal from Nigeria defender Semilogo Ajayi. However, in the second half of the game, Tolu Arokodare restored parity for the Super Eagles following a misplaced pass from the Russian goalkeeper. Nigeria will now shift their attention and, of course, their focus to the World Cup qualifiers in the coming days. And the Super Eagles are set to face Rwanda and South Africa later this year. Now, prior to the Russian fixture, remember that the Super Eagles won the Unity Cup Invitational Tournament in London after defeating Jamaica in the final that took place the week before. Now, away from the Super Eagles this morning, let's talk a bit of basketball on the continent of Africa, where River Supers head coach Ogo Odaudo has blamed the loss to US Monastir in the Basketball Africa League seeding game to a loss of concentration in the third quarter of the game. The Nigerian champions, River Supers, succumbed to an 89-81 point loss to Tunisian powerhouse US Monastir in the final seeding game on Saturday. Now, the outcome of the game means that River Supers will have to square up against Rwanda's APR in the Basketball Africa League, of course, Season 5 quarterfinals, holding later today at 3 p.m. That's River Super's next game. While US Monastir faces defending champions Petro de Luanda also later on today. Well, since we're already in basketball, let's talk about the NBA, where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 34 points as the Oklahoma City Thunder, defeated the Indiana Pacers 123 to 107 points in Game 2 of the NBA Finals to level the series at 1-1. Well, let me inform you that the Pacers snatched victory in the opening game of the finals last Friday, but on Sunday the Thunder dominated from start to finish. Game 3 of the best-of-7 series, of course, will hold later on Thursday. And of course, taking a look at that particular one, the next one actually, and there you have the NBA fixtures. Now, this is the Basketball Africa League fixtures, and of course, the next one is for the NBA. Well, away from basketball totally, let's talk about the world. Yes, there you have the NBA. But then let's move to the world of tennis, where Coco Gauff clinched the French Open title at the weekend following a very good victory over Aryna Sabalenka, winning 6-7, 6-2, 6-4 in the finals decided on Saturday. And of course, we must say congratulations to her. Fantastic victory for the American, winning it for the first time as an American since Serena Williams did that. Of course, let's talk about the men. Decided yesterday, defending champion Carlos Alcaraz recovered from 2 sets down, 7-3 championship points on the way to beat Yannick Sinner in an incredible French Open men's singles final decided yesterday. Alcaraz's reign on the Roland Garros clay looked to be over when world number 1 Yannick Sinner closed in on victory, of course, with a 5-3 in the 4th set. But of course, the 22-year-old Spaniard showed extraordinary brilliance to achieve that victory, like you saw on your screen earlier. Big congratulations to him right there. Let me inform you that in a very electrifying atmosphere on Sunday, Carlos Alcaraz produced the finest performance of his career to claim a 5th major title. Don't forget, he's already won the Wimbledon twice, French Open twice, and of course the US Open once, yet to clinch the Australian Open. Well, let's talk football now and talk about the UEFA Nations League, where Kylian Mbappe bagged a goal and an assist as France defeated Germany 2-0 in the Nations League bronze medal match decided on Sunday. Of course, Portugal in the final defeated neighbor Spain in the penalty shootout to settle a frantic final in Munich and of course win their 2nd Nations League trophy. Cristiano Ronaldo pulled Portugal level at 2-2 in the 64th minute of the game, but there was nothing else to separate the two sides when the referee signaled the end of normal time. It was subbed off, that's Ronaldo, before extra time. But of course, the Portugal captain was in tears on the turf as, of course, Ruben Neves slotted home the winning penalty yesterday. Congratulations to them, Portugal. 5-3, they won that one via penalty shootout after regulation time ended at 2-2. Once again, congratulations to Ronaldo and, of course, the Portuguese team. There you have on your screen matches to look forward to today. Of course, in Europe as regards World Cup qualifiers, Kazakhstan will take on Macedonia, Belgium versus Wales, Italy versus Moldova, Croatia versus Czech Republic, Estonia will take on Norway, and Faroe Island will take on Gibraltar. And that's sports this lovely morning. Thanks for watching.